Not many Group of 5 schools can say they've actually had a chance to make the college football playoff. UCF probably deserved a shot back in the day, but they really hadn't beaten anyone to prove to the committee that their undefeated record was legit. But what if I told you that there was a Group of 5 team that if they had gone undefeated, they would have made the college football playoff? Let me introduce you to the 2016 Houston Cougars, who were led by a hot young coach, a star quarterback, and a superstar on the defensive side of the ball, and actually had a chance to make the college football playoff after they defeated two top 3 teams. Today we're going to talk about one of the weirdest teams ever, the 2016 Houston Cougars, their season, and why they ultimately didn't reach their destination. But first, if you love college football, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be on an absolute tear these next couple of months, and I need your help to reach 25,000 subscribers by the end of December. If you want to help the channel grow and help me do better, please be sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends. Comment your thoughts and suggest who I should do next down in the comment section, and stay until the end and turn on post notifications. Now let's get started and talk about the 2016 Houston Cougars. So in order to really understand how this 2016 season happened, we need to go back and talk about the backstory a little bit. Houston football's had some pretty big names in the past, such as coaches like Art Briles and Kevin Sumlin, and quarterback Case Keenum. But no season in Cougar history has had as much hype or potential as the 2016 squad. Going back to the 2015 season, the Cougars were under first-year head coach Tom Herman, who had came over from Ohio State, and he had an absolute young star in Greg Ward Jr. and an eventual NFL wide receiver in DeMarcus Ayers. The Cougars beat Louisville and Vanderbilt in the non-conference, and also number 21 Memphis, number 16 Navy, number 20 Temple, and number 9 Florida State in the Peach Bowl. Their one loss was to UConn, and I don't know how they lost that game because UConn's an abysmal program. They had gone 12-1, the Tom Herman hype was unreal, and they were going to have a chance to do something special in 2016. Greg Ward was back at quarterback, Duke Catalon was going to emerge at running back, and Linnell Bonner was the team's 1,000-yard wide receiver. Plus, they had a defense anchored by future NFL players Ed Oliver, Tyus Bowser, and Matthew Adams. They began the season ranked number 15 and would have a chance to shock the college football world with their Week 1 matchup. They were set to face number 3 Oklahoma in their first game, and this one was on everyone's calendar to watch. The Sooners were led by Baker Mayfield, Joe Mixon, and Dede Westbrook, but Greg Ward and Steven Dunbar would have two of their best career games as they led by 2 points going into halftime. Oklahoma came on to attempt a field goal in the second half, but Houston put a deep guy back to return, and he returned the missed kick 100 yards for a touchdown, and at one point, Houston took a 33-17 lead and won the game. Houston got one of the biggest wins for a Group of 5 team ever, and if they could just go undefeated, they would make it to the college football playoff because they actually had a signature win, and they'd actually have another chance for one later in the year as well. They'd gone to beat Lamar, Cincinnati, Texas State, and UConn, and were ranked as high as number 6 in the entire country. Sadly, they lost by 6 to a tough Navy team, and their dream of getting to the playoff was almost dead. But they would actually have another chance. This was super sad for me back in the day, as I really wanted Houston to make the playoff, but they did beat Tulsa the following week and kept the dream alive. Then it all came to an official end as they blew it to SMU in blowout fashion, and the dream of the playoff was kind of in the drain. Next, they had a game against Lamar Jackson in Louisville. Somehow, Houston had blown out the Cardinals at home, and this was the second time they had defeated the number 3 team in one season, and I just can't wrap my head around this team. They got ranked the following week, and then blew it to Memphis, and then got blown out in the Las Vegas Bowl by San Diego State. This is one of the weirdest college football teams I've ever seen. How can you beat number 3 Oklahoma and number 3 Louisville, led by Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson, but not take care of Navy and SMU? And this wasn't the good SMU teams. I have honestly no idea, but Houston would have 100% made the playoff and could have gone down as the best Group of 5 team ever. But they just couldn't take care of business against lesser competition. If we want to talk about what happened to some of those star players, Greg Ward converted to wide receiver and is now a pretty good player for the Eagles. Ed Oliver has been spectacular for the Bills, and Matthew Adams currently plays for the Colts, and Tom Herman took the Texas job the very next season. Houston moved on to Major Applewhite and fell off under him, and now the Cougars are under former West Virginia head coach Dana Holgorsen, but things just haven't really been the same, and really one of the lone bright spots of Houston football has been De'Aaron King, but he transferred to Miami. What do you guys think though? This is one of the weirdest teams I've ever seen in my life, and how do you beat 2 top 3 teams led by NFL stars, but not take care of Navy and SMU? Let me know another team that I should do, or another team that surprised you. Should I do more videos like this? Please let me know down in the comment section and show your support by hitting that like button. as I'm trying to experiment and try new series, so if this is what you guys want to see, please be sure to show it with that like button. What team or idea should I do next? And before you go, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and check out all my other videos, including my documentary on the 2017 Miami Hurricanes that almost made the college football playoff. I will definitely see you guys again soon, but until next time, peace.